Pastor Robert L. Carver II, and I'm so glad that you joined me here. I have something I want to let you know. You see how high gas is? You see we have a baby formula shortage. We also have food that's high. Inflation is high. What is going on? Well, things may get worse before they get better, and you need to be prepared. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Brought to you by My Pager Supply. Get emergency food kits right there for 2,000 plus calories a day. You're going to need that. It's brought to you by My Pager Supply. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Don't be left behind. Be ready now. Let's go. God bless you, my brothers. My brothers and sisters. This is Pastor Robert L. Carpenter II coming to you in an emergency live broadcast here. And I want to get some information out to you real quick. It's kind of late right now, and I need to go to bed, but I had to get this. This is hot off the press. If you will, those of you on Facebook, go ahead and share this right now. Share this so when folk wake up in the morning or get up in the middle of the night, they can see this. And also, for those of you, all 19,700 of you on YouTube, go ahead and share this. Give me likes and give me a subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And also, those of you on X.com, please share this right now with 3 people on your feed. We're going to be quick. We're going to get this going right quick. And you saw in the title, it said Thieves in the Church, John 10 and 10. John 10 and 10, and I can read it here, and I'm going to read it here from the New International Version of the Bible. Let me pull it up here. I have it memorized, but I just want to do it for clarity's sake. It says here, John 10, John 10, verse 10, it says, the NIV, the thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. This is Jesus talking. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. And then King James Version says, the thief cometh to steal, kill, and destroy. The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. And I have come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. I'm coming to you with this emergency situation because, as you all know, in my role as a pastor, a ministry consultant, a church consultant over the last 25 years, I've been working on with the church down in West Palm Beach, Florida, 5th Street Church of God. Great group of people in the area that I grew up in. The church is about 100 years old or so. Black church there, part of the Church of God denomination out of Cleveland, Tennessee. And you see that hashtag COG Equity, Church of God Equity. Well, let me tell you something, brothers and sisters. For the last several years, they were in a lawsuit where the state overseer, the bishop, was suing the church, that local church there in West Palm Beach, that was in 3.5 miles from Mar-a-Lago, down in West Palm Beach, beautiful area, in the hood, but very pricey land area because of the location. And they were suing them. The bishop was suing them because he wanted the rights to the air rights. Air rights are something where they have down there where you can build up. And if you don't use it, it's just like having property. You can get that and you can sell it to a developer if they want it, or you can sell it for the money, or whatever the case. Anyway, after about 7 years of going back and forth in the courts, that was adjudicated. They lied. I mean, they lied from one end of the courtroom to another. But basically, here's the issue. We were dealing with that, and it's a racial thing because the Church of God, Cleveland, Tennessee. I'm talking fast and moving fast. Church of God, Cleveland, Tennessee is a predominantly in North America, predominantly white denomination. Almost all the leadership in most of the states and in the headquarters there in Cleveland, Tennessee is white. Now they've been trying to put a little ink to a black person here, Hispanic person there, but it's the good old boys club. Sorry to say that. I went to the school, university from 1990 to 1994, so I lived right in the headquarters town, and I know how it works. So it's a thing here where they have this problem where it looks like they like to go after churches' property and purchase assets, local churches. And understand something, most of these churches, especially the black churches, I can speak to that because I know for a fact, they started these churches, many of them, the old black churches in Florida, used to be under something called the colored work. It was Church of God colored work up until about 1966 because the blacks in the Church of God were not allowed to worship with the white churches of God. They were not allowed to intermingle. So they were under that Pentecostal umbrella of the Church of God, but they were Church of God colored work. And if you go and look at some of the old deeds and some of the old churches now, some of them still have the deed, Church of God colored work. They dissolved it, put it up under the main church, and they started integrating, because even at the General Assemblies, the convocations, if you will, the blacks had to sit in their own section. Yes, in the Lord's church. Anyway, you can look that up. That's history. That's a historical fact. The bottom line of it is, they had this habit where they like to go after some of the small old black churches and commandeer their funds or their property or mortgage the church and they oversee it. The bishop that's over it usually is full time, or maybe they have their own church sometimes in some cases, but they're over that jurisdiction and they like to go in, and they don't do it with every church, but they do it with small old black churches that they feel like they can overpower and all like that. So for about almost 5 years, or 5 to 7 years, Bishop Anthony Pell in Florida had the members, he excommunicated several members of the church who were officers of the church so that he could put his own trustees on there, on the incorporation, on the accounts, so they could commandeer it and then get that property to do what they want to. No trial, no jury, just put them out the church. That was in 2018. It's 2017, 2018, 2017, July. And haven't welcomed them back, even though they still been going to the church. That's West Palm Beach. That's that. I'm going to leave that there. Now, in Bloomfield, in Hartford, Connecticut, there's a dear old church there called the New Testament Voluntarist New Testament Church of God. Again, the Lewises, Reverend Lewis, Dr. Bishop Lewis, started the church. He and his wife years ago. Small old black church, but very, very well known there in their community. They own their property, own their building, own their property. Bishop Lewis died a few years ago. His wife took over the church. She passed recently over the last year or two. And so the church has decided that they've never missed a service. They've never closed down. They're still functioning, the whole 9 yards. But the state overseer, Bishop Kenneth Hill, he decided, well, I want to do what I want to do, and I want to put a pastor. Then they said, no, we have elders here, ministers here that are running the church, and everybody's happy, but they want to come in. Why? Because this church, even though it's not a mega church, but it's very well supported in the community, very well resources and all that kind of stuff, and they want access to it so they can put somebody, I'm just coming straight with it, put somebody in there that they can so then they can get to the money or the property or whatever they see that is available to be used for the express concern of the Church of God. Now you say, why would a local church have to answer to a state office or even an international office in Cleveland, Tennessee? But that's what they say. Hear me, brothers and sisters, especially those of you in this denomination. They said it. I'm going to read this letter to you that's hot off the press today. They say that all the funds, all the property, everything in that local church is for the benefit of the headquarters in Cleveland, Tennessee. So in other words, if my grandmama and grandpa built a church, started a church, and went in and did what they did, and back we didn't have money back in the day, so they would sell fish down in South Florida, the Bahamian in Jamaica. We sell fish dinners, chicken dinners, ice cream socials, have rallies, all kinds of stuff. Raise money, buy property, build our own buildings, sometimes with our own resources and everything. Never borrowing money from nobody. And sometimes you couldn't even get a loan from the bank. They build these churches. The churches come up, they're prosperous families, generations, 5, 6, 7, 8 generations in the churches, and then some knucklehead from the state headquarters at the direction of Cleveland, Tennessee, the Church of God headquarters, says, you know what? We have access to that. We want to come in and take it. We want to come in and have it. It's for us, not them. And they literally can and try to take, I've seen them do it, take stuff from the local church that the people put it there, the people, blood, sweat, and tears over the years, and take it and use it for what? Sell it, mortgage it all, do whatever they want to do with it, and the funds don't even go back to that local church. Yes. The Church of God, Cleveland, Tennessee, in their minute book, which I have somewhere around here. Forgive me for not being, I just got off the road. But they call their minutes. That's kind of like their constitution. They say that it's for the express benefit and use of the national church. Well, wait a second. So you mean to tell me a group of white men, predominantly white men, can come into my church, my black church in Florida or Connecticut or wherever the case, that we've had for 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years, and just arbitrarily come and take everything? No, that's it? Yes, that's what they're saying. That's what they're trying to do at Voluntarist New Testament Church of God in Hartford, Connecticut. Let me read you the letter dated January 30th, 2024. It's posted here. Let me put it up here. I want you to see it. My brothers and sisters. Yeah. There it is. You got to scroll it up on your phone or whatever the case on your TV. Go ahead. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here for you. All right. This is page 1. This is a letter, hot off the press. January 30, 2024. This is the attorney, O'Malley, Denis, Leary, Messina, as ultimately attorneys at law of Windsor, Connecticut, sending this to the attorney for Attorney Marr, who's the attorney for the Violent Terrorist New Testament Church of God. Share this with somebody right now. Share that you need to see this. Dear Attorney Marr, it has been a while since we last corresponded in connection with your above referenced client, the New Testament Church of God, which we refer to. I was hoping that matters were improving, but I was informed last week that New Testament Church of God continues to refuse to provide its financial records for the last 3 years to Dr. Kenneth Hill, the bishop of Southern New England Church of God office. So the state bishop has been wanting to get in there since the last pastor passed, and the church doesn't want him in it because all he wants is to get the money, touch the money. He wants the money. And so they have it. So they asked him, the church clerk, Morris Lewis, to send them 3 years of the financial statements. For what? What do you need to know for? Okay? Unless there's something nefarious going on. Let's continue. Paragraph 2. The only statement provided by Morris Lewis of New Testament Church of God was for Bank of America, account ending in 7390 for the period of August 1st, 2023 to August 31st, 2023, showing a balance of $12,533.16. I have permission from them to read all of this and post this. Despite repeated requests from all bank statements for the last 3 years, Mr. Lewis has refused to comply. See one such written refusal dated September 8th, which was copied to your law office. Bishop Hill, the state overseer, is aware, watch this, of at least 4 bank accounts held by the church. Number 1, A, the Bank of America account, reference above, 7930, and 3 accounts at Wells Fargo Bank. The New Testament Church of God financial statement as of August 31st, 2021, references only 2 accounts, the Bank of America account and an unknown bank account with the last 4, 2070, which is not one of the 4 accounts that Bishop Hill is aware of. The financial statement shows a balance of $73,392.33 as of August 31st, 2021. Page 2. Next paragraph. As you know, these bank accounts, watch this. Here we go. Here it is. Here it is. Let me go to the next page for you on here. There we go. Next page. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. As you read along with me, as you know, these bank accounts under the rules and bylaws of the Church of God, called the minutes, clearly provide that these bank accounts belong to and are for the benefit of the Church of God, Cleveland, Tennessee. That's where the international offices are. Consequently, Bishop Hill, as the administrative bishop, the state bishop, has every right to review all financial records of every member church, including New Testament Church of God. Last paragraph. I have been asked to make one last overture through your law office to have your client respond to the request by Bishop Hill to provide him with the last 3 years of bank statements for all 4 accounts and any others that Bishop Hill may not be aware of. I think that a date of February 15, 2024 is a reasonable time to assemble these records and provide them to Dr. Hill. Otherwise, Dr. Hill of the Church of God, Cleveland, Tennessee, will take whatever legal and ecclesiastical action that are deemed appropriate to obtain these financial records. Are you kidding me? Yes. I hope New Testament Church of God and Mr. Morris Lewis comply and take this final request seriously. Very truly yours, David A. Brown from the law firm there. And then here's the one letter that Mr. Lewis, the church clerk, at the direction of the church, sent to them saying, good morning. This is dated September 8th. Good morning. I will not be releasing any financial information to you from the Violent Terrorist Church of God. Thank you. And he has his number down there. Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, this is what we're dealing with. They want to come in and take the church's money, sell it, liquidate it, do whatever they want to with it. And all at the cost of the poor members there. And I'm noticing a pattern. Because it's always the old black historic churches. Why don't you go over there and ask that for the City Life over in Tampa that's got 2,000 members? Why don't you go over there and ask New Cleveland for theirs that has thousands of members? Huh? Why don't you go over there to some of those other churches? Why don't you go over there to the church down there, Lorraine Livingston Church, Central Church of God in Charlotte, North Carolina? Come on. Go on to Port Saluda Church of God, for my whole church, Port Saluda Church of God with Bishop G.E. Hutchinson. See what happened to you there. Yeah, go on. But they do this, and then they try, when you don't comply, they try to use legal means to try to tie you up in court, and all this stuff. Just is a mess. The same thing they did at Fifth Street over their property. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a mess, it's a scam, and it's racist. Yes, I'm going to say it right out now. It's racist. It's racist. It's racist. Why do you say that, Carpenter? I'm going to show you why. Because the general overseer, Tim Hill, Not Kenneth Hill. He's a General Tim Hill White. But they use a black man. They use a black man, Kenneth Hill, to do the dirty work for, because he wants to raise up in the church. You understand? You understand? Always got to get a nigga to do your thing. Uncle Tom. That's what they call him. Even though I know the reference really something, but you know what I'm saying. Then what they do, just like they use Anthony Pelt, they use a black man to go after the black folk. And then they sit back, they throw their rocks and hide their hands. But all the leaders, the executive committee, white, Hispanic. Tim Hill, Tony Stewart, Gary Lewis, the one Hispanic, what's his name? The one who blocked me on Twitter. All of them blocked me on Twitter. I don't care. Then they put a few coca blacks on here and there to say we just trying to do. No, you're racist. You're going after the black churches. You want to know? Oh, you wait a second. Let me tell you something. Back in the 50s and 60s, y'all remember a man named Bishop J.T. Roberts? He was a white man, but he was the general overseer for the colored work. This stuff is real, y'all. And the headquarters for the colored work was in Jacksonville at Blue and Steel Street. He was the white overseer for the colored work, and they didn't trust the black folk to do the colored work, the coloreds. And that man used to, it's been reported to me, he would go around to the black churches, and because he knew they didn't always have, back in the day and all that, he would go and mortgage the black churches and stole the money. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Mortgage the churches, send the mortgage, he get the money. He did it, the black churches, one right after the other, till they kind of put him out. I know what I'm talking about because I'm third generation Church of God. My uncle, Bishop H.G. Porter, was the one who helped solidify the deal for the colored work to be dissolved and be a part of the national work in 1966. Follow me. I'm a son of the church. Went to the church school. So tell me, my granddaddy, Melvin McKinney, was a pastor at Juba, the Church of God, years ago, back before I was even born. It's racist. And you black churches and you black pastors and you black laity in Florida and Connecticut and New England and South Georgia and Mississippi, wherever you all need to get together, do a class action lawsuit and stop it. Because I told you I told you last year, I said, who's next? After Fifth Street, there's going to be another one. How dare you come and try to take a church? Give me your financial records for the last 3 years. And for what? You're racist. And God's not pleased, and I'm not pleased either. You're racist. Tim Hill, you're racist. You had Anthony Pelt put those mother of them out, had them put them out by a letter. Didn't even have a meeting with them. Didn't even bring up charges or excommunicated them. Then you got people around here fornicating, pastors around here stealing money. You got pastors around here molesting children. You got all kinds of, Lord, they sit them down and let them come back. You excommunicated innocent people with no charges by sending a letter FedEx in the mail so you could get the property. You're racist. You wouldn't do that over there at North Cleveland. You wouldn't do that at Westmore. Huh? Somebody come and get me. Somebody come and get me. Let me tell you something. Listen, saints. Listen, the information on my page, there's a couple of groups. There's a group called Church of God Leaks on Facebook. Join the group. Stay with it. There's another one called Church of God Open Forum. Join that group. Charles Page runs that. Moderator for that. Join that group. The information is going to be there. I'm not going to be doing this every night and all like that. But I had to let you know. See, they got the General Assembly, the international meeting coming up in Indianapolis in July. So they always do these little games leading up to the General Assembly. Call it out, y'all. Call it out. Boycott, class action suit, do something. Stop. Leave the black churches and their money alone. You're racist. The Church of God, Cleveland, Tennessee is racist. Yeah, I said it. I got the proof because here they are now. Why do you need 3 years? If you want to see what the book, then come on, have a church meeting, come in there, see the book. No, but you got to do stuff through lawyers. Didn't the Bible say, 1 Corinthians 6:1? Why you always got to go through the courts? You're not even following the Bible. Bishop Hill, Anthony Pelt, spending the saints' money. And then Anthony Pelt, that Negro, he sat up there and sued the members and sued the church and then sent the bill to the church. Good God Almighty. But I tell you what, God is not pleased. I'm not pleased. And share this video. All 19,700 of you. You have a dog in your mouth. Shh, it's all right, baby. It's all right. 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 That's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Share this right now. It's time to go. He got work. Let me see his daddy. Come here. Come on. 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 There we go. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Come on here and share this with all 19,700 of you on YouTube. Share this. All of you, 5,000 of you that follow me on X.com. Share this right now. All of you on Facebook, share this, get the word out. It's time to go and get this going. We cannot let this stand. And you Church of God pastors, you black pastors, what needed this? How long is it going to take for you to wake up? Huh? How long is it going to take you to wake up? Huh? Huh? How long will it take you to wake up? It's time. It's thieves in the church. They're stealing. They're racist thieves, and they've been doing it for 120 years, and they're still trying to do it, but enough is enough. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Pastor Robert. I'm out of here. If you have information, send it to me, info at robcarpenter2.com, info at robcarpenter2.com. If you want to email somebody, if you got some intel that you want to share with us, send it to COG Equity at protonmail.com. COG Equity at protonmail.com. Let us know. Stay confidential. Get the word out. Pray for violent terrorist New Testament Church of God in Hartford, Connecticut. Enough is enough. I'm out of here. See y'all later. Peace. Oh, let me finish. I'm still on. Let me tell you something. And pray that God will listen. Cat Williams said this the year. That's true. This is year of exposure. Time is up, Tim Hill. Time is up, Anthony Pell. Time is up, Kenneth Hill. I want to tell you, because I love the Lord. Because he heard my cry and he pitied every groan. As long as I live, as long as trouble rides, I'm going to hasten to his throne. Good night, everybody. I'm out of here.